Ang i-feature po natin ngayon ay ang Gulf of Georgia Cannery na binuksan noong 1894 sa isang matandang village ng Steveston sa City of Richmond. Ito ay ang pinakamalaking cannery sa buong British Columbia hanggang sa taong 1902. Ito ay nakilala sa pangalang Monster Cannery na nakakapag-impake ng mahigit sa 2.5 million cans of salmon noong 1897. Ito ang pinagmumulan ng isa sa pinakamalalaking workforce noon na kadalasan ay nanggagaling pa from First Nation, Chinese, Japanese at ng mga taga-Europa. Noong panahong iyon, ay ito ang kilala bilang pinamalaking employer sa British Columbia at nakapag-export ng primary commodities.
Makaraan ng mahigit 100 taon ay samahan niyo po kaming pasyalan ang nooy isa sa pinakamalaking producer ng canned salmon sa British Columbia, ang Gulf of Georgia Cannery na matatagpuan dito sa isang sulok ng Steveston Village sa siyudad ng Richmond. Ito na po siya ngayon, ang Gulf of Georgia Cannery. Tara, pasok po tayo.
Main top of the lovely wall for sand and for holy stone.
So we're actually technically at the back of the museum because all the fish would come in from the water. So you start over there.
Okay.
So we are here. I recommend checking out this front area to start and then head up the back. And once you get to the back, you can either turn to the right or to the left. So this right side goes along the windows, and that's the salmon canning line. If you go back up the middle and turn left, you'll find the herring reduction plant, which goes out.
Yan, ang ganda. Oh, may isda pa pala rito.
Welcome aboard!
Okay. Ito ba? May restaurant pa pala rito. Ah, very good. Looks beautiful. Okay, ito. Ope mama ito suwas mo na. bumangga tayo ito.
Pakinggan pa po natin ang ilang mahalagang impormasyon para sa ating kaalaman. Ito na po.
And so our building is 128 years old this year. So it was built in 1894 as a salmon cannery. And we stopped canning salmon in this building in 1930. The main reason being freezers and fridges now being invented at that time. And so there wasn't much of a need for canning here anymore. And so we switched to herring, which is that small silver fish all by itself. And what we did with that is we made agricultural products for farmers, so like fertilizer out of that little fish, up until we closed in 1979. So canning, and then also with the herring.
Sa pagdaan ng panahon ay umusbong ang mga bagong teknolohiya at ang mga tao dito na naglalagay ng salmon sa mga lata ay naapektuhan ng mga high-speed machineries na siyang nagpahinto sa production line noong 1930. Noong magsimula ang Second World War sa Europe, muling binuhay ang sigla ng Cannery nang muling may namuhunan dito at palakihin para sa panibagong uri ng isda at ito ay ang herring. Ang makabagong machinery at libo-libong manggagawa ang muling nagpasigla dito upang makagawa ng kaakahan na canned herring in tomato sauce. Ito ang pinapadala sa Allied soldiers at mga civilians noong kasagsagan ng gera. Muling bumaba ang bentahan nito nang matapos ang World War II at nasundan na rin ng kakapusan sa panghuhuli ng herring.
Linis ka ng isda.
Onto more escalator-like affairs goes each fish. These machines, known as the gang knives, cut each fish in lengths so that the pieces will fit perfectly into the can. Such even slicing, and then the pieces are delivered into a bin. From the bin, the cut pieces are placed on a conveyor, which is part of the filling machine for packing into the can. These filling machines are mechanical barrels. placing the cut pieces of salmon in cans to within an ounce of the predetermined weight. The cans are fed to the filling machine from the floor above. The fish come in one way, the cans in another. And then the filled cans are discharged at the bottom of the machine. It's quick and steady work. These machines operate at about 120 cans a minute. Now the covers are placed on the tank. This machine, known as the slicer, takes one cover at a time from the bottom of the pile and places it loosely on each can as it progresses through the machine. The loosely placed cover is crimped on so the can will vacuum. The cans, as they leave this machine, have been vacuum packed with all the rich flavors recommended for which British Columbia salmon is noted, sealed right in the vacuum.
Okay, dito na nag-end ang ating video karera. Mga unang panahon tao. Parang Pilipina, isa na yun Pinay yun
Noong 1979, ang reduction plant ng Gulf of Georgia Cannery ay nagsara dahil na rin sa cost of operation ng mga lumang reduction equipment. Ang cannery ay naging storage na lang ng mga gamit ng Canadian Fishing Company.
Hey bro, how you doing?
Ito ay binili ng federal government upang gawing museum noong 1979. At noong 1984, ito ay binigay sa Parks Canada.
Okay, how are you guys? Any information?